The BILT MasterCard has to be one of the most talked up cards in the past few years, but does it really live up to the hype? Today, we'll find out. Hello guys, welcome back to Finance to Fly. My name is Luke and I'm here to help you elevate your travel while minimizing your spending. Today, we'll be covering the BILT MasterCard. So, for the annual fee, it's $0. That's great. Let's look at the sign-up bonus. Well, that too is non-existent, somewhat. There are plenty of data points, including me when I got the card, that you get a 5 point per dollar spent multiplier on all purchases except rent on the first 5 days of holding the card. This is up to 50,000 points. So yeah, I guess there is a sign-up bonus in some weird way. So as far as earnings rates goes, you'll get 3 points per dollar spent on dining, 2 points per dollar spent on travel, and 1 point per dollar spent everywhere else, which includes rent. And while you can pay rent with other cards, the way that's set up, you don't have any processing fee, so you're earning just the points. Weird enough, there's a part 2 to the earnings rates. Every first of the month, which they do a big old thing for rent day, all the categories are doubled except rent, which is still just at 1 point per dollar spent. So this means you'll earn 6 points per dollar spent on dining, 4 points per dollar spent on travel, and 2 points per dollar spent everywhere else. Quick side note, you must make 5 transactions each statement period in order to earn any points. So don't think you can just use the card just for rent and you'll be able to stack up the points, because you won't. You'll need to set up some auto pays on the card, or you'll need to use it at least 4 to 5 other times a month in order to hit that threshold each statement period. The biggest benefit of the card, I would have to say, is the ability to earn points on rent without getting hit with a processing fee. It also comes with some travel insurances as well, such as trip cancellation and trip interruption protection, trip delay reimbursement, and car rental insurance. It comes with no foreign transaction fees, and if you take 3 Lyft rides in 1 calendar month, you'll get a $5 Lyft credit. Moving on to the new segment of what the card is worth after the annual fee. This one's pretty simple. There's no annual fee and there's no coupon book style credits, so I would say this is worth as much as you pay rent. Why do I say that? Well, let's create an example. You pay $2,000 a month in rent. That's $24,000 a year, in which you'll earn 24,000 points. Because BILT points are worth around 2 cents per point, that will get you about $480 in travel rewards. And speaking of travel rewards, let's take a look at a few redemptions on the BILT right now. And another quick side note, there are other ways to redeem your BILT points for less value, but on Finance to Fly, we're trying to elevate your travel while minimizing your spend. So we're just gonna take a look at the travel redemptions. Okay, so for these redemptions, there's no sign-up bonus, so we're gonna assume you spend on the card and put your rent on it, etc. About after 2 to 3 years you've had this card, you're up to around 70,000 points, which is the number we'll go with. And remember, most of these points are points you would have not earned if you did not pay rent with this card. So what do you do with these points? Let's take a look. So for this first redemption, we're going to take a look at transferring points to Hyatt. This is one of BILT's exclusive redemption options that only Chase has in the transfer points space. This is going to be a long weekend trip down to Mexico and Playa del Carmen. We're going to look at staying at the Thompson House from a Thursday to a Sunday, so a 3-night stay. Booking this with cash, you would set you back about $2,500, $2,600, or with points, it's a cool 69,000 points.
Nice.
You take that cash, you divide it by the points, and this will get you a nice 3.68 cents per point. Now, we're going to take a look at transferring to BILT's newest transfer partner, Alaska Airlines. We're going to be taking a trip down to Lima, Peru. Or is it Lima? Not quite sure, but it's on LATAM's airlines in business class. This will be a round-trip ticket from JFK, and for this, it'll set you back around $2,768, or with your BILT points transferred to Alaska, 70,000 points and 95 bucks. This ends up to a total of 3.81 cents per point in value. And for the last redemption, we're going to go out of the way and find a really weird one. A one-way business class ticket from Chicago to Krakow, Poland on LOT Airlines. And yes, it is a bit out of the ordinary, but I wanted to find something that was unique and shows you how far your points can go. This one-way ticket will cost you about $3,300 bucks. Or when you book through Air Canada's Aeroplan, it'll cost 70,000 points and 56 American dollars. That's a whopping 4.61 cents per point. Now that we've covered the redemptions, now let's move on to what I think about this card. Well, I just got it over a month ago and I can say I'm very happy I made the switch. I used to be paying rent with other cards, ones that had sign-up bonuses that I was trying to actively get, and I would take the $50 fee because I would be able to get the few $100s in travel rewards. But now that I'm not going after as many sign-up bonuses, the card makes a lot of sense. I get to set up my monthly auto pays and it earns me points on my rent instead of my rent coming from my bank account. But really, I think this card is great for those who are trying to earn points on their rent without paying that transaction fee. I think it's worth it in the long run, especially with the transfer partners BILT has. On top of that, I think it's actually a pretty solid travel card. 3 points per dollar on dining, 2 points on travel. For a card with no annual fee, is pretty good. And all in all, I do like this card and I believe it has a home in anyone's wallet who rents. That being said, what do you think of the BILT card? Have you had this card? If so, what's your experience been like? Let me know in the comments below. And if you could hit that like and subscribe button, it would be very much appreciated. Till next time, have a great day.